History is important. Precedent's important. America's institutions are important. We need to study these things. We need to respect them. There's symbols all across the country to remind us of the men who made this country great. It drives me crazy when these young libs tear down things like that. There's no better symbol for American excellence than the White House. George Washington wanted a place where the leaders of the free world could live, work, and preside over the country. Now, a lot's happened. The British burned it down. It was rebuilt and expanded. But through all of that, every president who lived in the White House respected it. They understood its importance and how sacred it was. Until now. Remember when Obama kicked his feet up on the Resolute desk? I didn't go crazy. When he wore a tan suit, I didn't go nuts. Obama even invited Snoop to the White House, who lit one up in the bathroom.
Boom. Next thing I do is pull that thing out my sock. I heard somebody coming. Put him out real quick and got on back to the party.
Now, Snoop wasn't the first. Willie Nelson went on the White House roof and smoked with Jimmy Carter's son in the 70s.
When Willie Nelson wrote his autobiography, he confessed that he smoked pot in the White House one night when he was spending the night with me. And he says that his companion that shared the pot with him was one of the servants at the White House. That is not exactly true. It actually was one of my sons.
Now, Bill Clinton picked up where JFK left off, and let's just say took some risks in the People's House.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
But at least Clinton kept things behind closed doors. Now, we knew Joe Biden liked to skinny dip in front of the Secret Service agents when he was VP, but this weekend, Joe Biden let it all hang out on the South Lawn. He threw a big gay pride party at the White House, and they freed the nip.
Welcome to the White House.
Thank you.
Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Year. Happy Pride Life.
Can we take a little video? Hi, Mr. President. It is an honor. Trans rights are human rights. Oh, it's a video. Oh, it's a video.
Are we topless at the White House?
Oh, so they basically opened Hunter's laptop on the South Lawn. But that wasn't one of Hunter's friends. The Flasher's Joe's friend, Rose Montoya. And the Flasher shatters. That's right, the Flasher's trans. And if you're trans, you can do whatever you want. If you shatter, you can do whatever you want. No shoes, no shirt, no problem. Now, if this was going to happen on any White House, I mean, my money would have been on the Trump White House, but no. The trans Flasher happened on Biden's watch. Now, who put together the guest list? Was it the same people who vetted the guys we flew out of Afghanistan? Now, everybody knows there are certain places you just don't flash. Church, school, funerals, probably the White House. Women can't flash at the White House. Men can't moon at the White House. But if you're trans, anything goes. And not only that, Biden called the trans flasher a hero.
We all talk about courage. Well, I see more courage in this lawn than I've seen in any time in the recent past. You're some of the bravest and most inspiring people I've ever known. And I've known a lot of good folks.
Biden knows Navy SEALs, police officers, and Hunter's cleaning lady. But a guy who got breast implants is the bravest person he ever met? I got back surgery last year. Nobody called me brave. Children step over needles to go to school in San Francisco. They walk through gunfire on the South Side. They're not the bravest? Biden's inspired by the trans flasher? Does the trans flasher regret exposing himself to children at the White House?
First of all, going topless in Washington, D.C. is legal, and I fully support the movement in freeing the nipple. I decided to join them and cover my nipples just to play it safe because I wanted to be fully free and myself. I had zero intention of trying to be vulgar or be profane in any way. I was simply living in joy.
Trans flasher, it's fine. There's no rules in this administration. There's no border. There's no debt limit. There's no inflation. New gurus can steal luggage. First sons can smoke crack on camera. And the president can take foreign bribes. The trans flasher represents decency.
What is on the ballot here is the character of this country. decency, honor, respect.
Man boobs at the White House. Moobs. Now, when Trump bought McDonald's and Burger King for the Clemson football team, the media covered it like crazy. The media called him trash. But the trans flasher isn't trashy. When Melania put some red Christmas trees up in the White House, the left called it creepy. The trans flasher isn't creepy. Now imagine if one of Trump's guests got naked on the lawn. I mean, if Kid Rock mooned America, they'd still talk about it. But only trans flashers can moon. Now the Biden White House, after 3 days, said the trans flasher, you ready, is no longer allowed back at the White House. Finally, Joe Biden drew the line somewhere. Except the trans flasher is allowed in your kid's kindergarten class and at any underage drag brunch in the country. Apparently, the White House now has standards. Your kid's class, they're not allowed to have standards.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.